This is Exclusive Fade Game, one-on-one real talk. And I'm your host, Raymond Cook. I'm here with my boy, Big Don. I call him Big Don. He go by Dolo.
What's happening?
He's a barber here at the Exclusive Fade Game. I've been knowing this man for probably about 4 years, somewhere around there. Yeah, about 4 years. So I remember back when I met him at Kosher Cuts. He had already been, I think he had been there, 4 or 5 months before I had got there?
Probably 3. It wasn't too much longer when you came in after me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like 3 months,
Yeah.
and he was 3 months ahead of me cutting. So we kind of grew up under the same principles and codes as far as cutting. And when I met him, he had knew a little bit more than me, so we was kind of learning at the same time, but his learning was a little bit more advanced than mine. So I kind of picked up some of the things that he did. He kind of showed me the game. I said, and to be honest, he gave me the name Raymond the Barber, and then showed me the steps and how to fade. So he was a big inspiration in my life to where I'm at today, because I believe without his leadership and showing me things that I probably wouldn't have been where I was at, he made me stay stuck in there. Like when it was times that I may have wanted to give up, he would send me clips. He would write down things and text it to me. Hey man, stay in this line. Hey, do it like this. He would show me different things to keep me motivated as a barber to keep going, and I'm very grateful for that, bro.
I really appreciate it, bro. I know while we here, bro, I gotta give you your flowers, bro. I tell you all the time, bro. I'm proud of you, bro. You done came a long way from where we came, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
From that first time me actually seeing you with that clip in your hand,
For sure.
We both had them jitters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shaking like a stripper,
Yeah,
what I'm saying? We didn't want to mess nothing up.
Right.
But luckily we had somebody like Kosher, bro, that we was apprenticing with, man, that knew what they were doing and took us under his wing, bro. He taught us a lot, bro. So shout out to Kosher too, bro. We give you your flowers as well.
For sure.
But you, man, yeah, you came a long way. I remember seeing you, bro, with that clip just like this. And it reminded me of me because I was the same way when I first started.
Right.
And, just your motion with your strokes of your hand, your wrist work and all that stuff, the way you at now, bro,
Right.
it's so advanced and it's amazing, bro. I tell you all the time, bro, I'm super proud of where you came from. You did exactly what you said you was going to do. You said you was going to stay down, stay in the shop, get your own shop, and look where we at now, bro. We're at Exclusive Fade Game, bro.
For sure.
And it's you, bro.
For
and
sure.
me personally, bro, I want to give you your flower, like I said, and thank you for the opportunity, bro.
No problem.
Hey, man, to be cut with you by your side again, bro. Hey, I love it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable. We like family, bro.
For sure.
So it's all love my way.
It was like a no-brainer for me to, when I was getting ready to assemble the roster that I had, it was like a no-brainer to me. If you look at the roster that I had, if it's all the people that's been with me on my journey from the beginning, as far as you, Malik, even Quan.
Yeah.
So all of us has been kind of on our own loop at some point in time in my life. So, but what I like to get to know, what made you decide to just wake up and say, I want to be a barber, or that was something on your mind the whole time?
All right, so I'm glad you asked me that because my uncle, well, he ain't really my uncle. He my cousin, but I call him my uncle because my cousins, I'm real close to them. They like my brothers, and that's their uncle, so I call him uncle too. But anyway, my cousin Chris used to cut out of my Aunt Ann's house. And, he charged $5 cuts, bro.
Right.
And everybody in the hood used to come to her house, bro. I'm talking about stacked all day, bro.
Right.
And he was one of them old school folks, like he never used guards.
Okay.
So I thought that was amazing. I didn't even know you could fade without guards.
Right.
But he knew, he knew how to work that level, and I always thought that was amazing. And really, he was my inspiration to cut hair.
Okay.
He really was. So I used to watch him all the time, man. 360 G's, Wavy Kid, Fourth Ken, Get Beam, like all them people is who I used to watch coming up, you know, to actually learn technique, detail, how to fade, everything like that. But, you know, Coach was, you know what I'm saying, our number one, he was the closest we can get. Hey, you know that boy fight.
Yeah,
you know he fight. So yeah, man, we actually learned from one of the greatest out here, man. For
sure.
real.
For sure. When you got into the shop, like the first, I know for me, my first experience when I got into the shop, and of course, you know, the nerves is going to kick in.
Thanks.
But after you pass the nervous part, the nervous stage, when did you kind of know, like, okay, this is gonna be something I can really take serious. I can really do this. I can really put my hands on it and have the world, you know, look at it as a craft that God, as a gift that God gave to me.
I put it like this, man, the hunger that I had. Like, I could be anywhere else. I could be at home. I could be at work. But I'm always thinking about, man, I want to be at the shop.
Right.
That was just the hunger in me, man. And, you know, even me and you, we used to record our cuts. And then once they leave, we sit down and we look at our video. And we zoom in on the cut. And we look at this. Dang, we could have did this better. Or I could have did this better. Lineup could have been better. The fade, you know, just staying hungry, bro. And that's pretty much it for real.
I look at you, Don, and I used to always say, you know, me as being an elder statesman, I would always look at you and say, you know, this is a young man who was married to a beautiful young lady.
Appreciate it.
And they end up having a beautiful baby boy, Creed.
My boy.
And I was wondering, as a barber, because to me, in my situation, like my daughter, when I became a barber, my daughter was already grown and gone.
Right.
So it was kind of a little bit easy for me to maintain that lifestyle. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I was wondering, how do you maintain the lifestyle as far as you being a new father and a husband as well?
Man, you know, just gotta work around everything. You know, schedule is hectic, but you know, I set my schedule up around my job and my family. So that's one good thing about being a barber, setting appointments through the booking out. You know, you able to maneuver around things you got in your life, man. But you know, my baby gonna always come first, man. So,
right.
You know, anything for him, my wife. You know what I mean? So that's how I manage it, man. And you know, we just make it do what it do.
That's for sure, you know, because I know, like I said, with me and my wife, it was just us. And I know at some times it used to get hard on her because, you know, I was out here chasing my dream. And I tell anyone that's chasing a dream, you know, it comes with a lot of pain. And a lot of times that your family member or the person you with really can't see your end goal. And it was kind of hard, you know, for her to see my end goal, knowing that at the age of 49, I started cutting. So it was like, it wasn't like I was in my 20s or in my 30s when I started. It was like all right, you at the end of your career, what are you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But it was always a passion within me. And so I went for my goal. So luckily I had a lady that would, when I sit down and I made my game plan, she could understand where the eye was going, you know what I'm saying? So that was kind of, it kind of took a lot of pressure off me and my wife. And another thing I want to ask you is it hard on you balancing your barber thing and your regular job?
Oh, no, not really, because everything is set in stone as far as my hours every day. So, you know, with me being the supervisor where I'm at, you know, we have advantages more than a regular employee, so I can leave when I want to, or, you know, I can put in and leave early. So, like I said, I can maneuver around everything that I got going on, so it make it a little easier for me for real.
Okay, yeah, because that was one of the biggest things that I had, you know, but I mean, because it kind of worked out, because I work at nights,
right?
But the hours what I would work is 12 hours. Then I would get up and I would come to the kosher shop, you know what I'm saying? And it really showed to me, myself, how dedicated I was to this no barber thing, you know, that I fell in love with.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a beautiful thing when you see things come together and it comes to work. And I was wondering, like, how did you and Kosha met?
All right, so you know, back when they had what was it? What was the name of that shop?
Waves and Fades.
Waves and Fades, where
Yeah.
D and all them was in them.
Right.
So Kosha used to cut my hair then. This was when I first moved to Jacksonville.
Okay.
I really didn't know nobody. I can't remember who recommended him.
Okay, you was moving from Jacksonville from where?
From Gaston.
From
Yeah,
Gaston,
so I'm
okay.
originally from Gaston, but you know, I've been in Jacksonville for quite a long time now. But
Okay.
yeah, so they was at Waves and Fades, and somebody recommended him at my job, so I'm like, bet that's right up the road.
Right.
So that's key for me. I ain't really got to go there for. So I go up there, and you know, they got this little sign-in book.
Right.
They got the sign-in book where you sign in your name, and that's basically how you do your appointment.
Right.
And they go in that order who came in. You know what I
Right.
mean? Then you got 3 different barbers you choose from.
Right.
But I walked in, you know, I'm looking for Coach. So, you know, I had to wait on the cut or whatever, but then, you know, he laid it on.
Right.
Yeah. And, you know, he'll tell you to this day, man, he'll try to hand me that mirror. I'm like, bro, I don't even need to see that.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
already know what's up. You know what I mean? And for me, that's actually one of my goals. Man, I want my clients to be able to sit in my chair, know I'm going to put it on them. When I get ready to hand them that mirror, they're just like, bro, I don't even want to see it because I already know what's going on.
Right, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, because when I met Coach, it was at one of my partner's house. And we used to go over there and just hang out and, you know, chill, relax and stuff, right? You know,
Yeah.
watch football games and everything, you know. So I had known him for just making music.
Yeah.
I never known Kosha to cut hair or
Right.
nothing.
Yeah.
How I found out how he cut hair was my wife was going to him.
Mm-hmm.
And she came home one day, and I said, "Dang, who cut your hair? Who faded the back of your hair like that? You know, who lined you up like that?"
Yeah.
And so she was like, "Kosha," but remind you, I didn't know Kosha by the name Kosha.
It was Brandon.
I knew it, but what we used to call him B.
B. Yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So everybody see him, I be like, "What up, B?" You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? We kick it. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up being around the way in the hood from where I'm from, you know. And I walked. Matter of fact, I was taking her to her appointment, and he was selling his clothing line at the
Yeah.
same time. You know, Coach clothing line still never clicked. So I was dropping her off, and just so happened he'd come out the door, and I'm like, "What's up, B?"
Yeah.
And she said, "That's Kosha." I said,
All the
"What?"
time you already know.
You know what I'm saying? I said, "No, he do music. He don't cut hair."
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah, he cut hair."
Yeah.
And so I'm asking him, I said, "Man, you cut hair?" He said, "Yeah, I cut hair."
Yeah.
And she was like, you do music?" So neither one of us
Right.
knew. Like, I didn't know he cut, and she didn't know
Right.
he did music.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. But yeah, I met him over there. Then, of course, he started cutting my hair, and his whole setup was different. It was more futuristic. So it sparked something in me and engaged me to go in there and start getting my hair cut every day. And it led on to me coming up there and being a barber.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother story. Me and
Yeah.
him gonna have to sit
Yeah,
down
yeah,
and
for
talk
sure.
too. For sure. But that was my first introduction to kosher as far as cutting hair.
Yeah. I got a question for you though, bro.
Alright.
What made you choose barbering, bro? Like, what made you get inspired and want to go out and get your own and, you know, just be hungry and be the hustler that you naturally is?
Well, for me it was more of a business thing when I came across barbering. Me and my wife, we do real estate, still do.
Right.
And at the time, we had just closed in on a house. And, you know, we broke bread on that. And that was one of our biggest sellers that we had ever had at
Yeah.
that point in time in our life. And we
Yeah.
was kind of, you know,
Geeked about it.
geeked about
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
I told her, I said, hey, man, we're going to go celebrate.
Yeah.
And I, you know, and so she said, where you want to go? I said, we're going to go to Tennessee. We just going to drive to Tennessee. And wherever we stop at, that's where we going to start having a good time at.
Yeah.
And she said, okay. I said, well, let me go get my hair cut. And at the time, Kosher wasn't cutting hair at the shop that he had.
Yeah.
He had made the transitions because of some things that had transpired there. So he was moving and was cutting at a school in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So I go to get my hair cut at school in Jacksonville, and he was like, man. I said, man, you gonna be up here tonight? He said, yeah, I got me a shop up here. I said, okay. I said, so y'all, all y'all coming on up here, right? I said, that's great. He was like, nah. He's like, it's just me, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, he hadn't found you.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, he said, them barbers don't want to come down there and try to get no license and do right or whatever, you know?
Sure.
So I told him, I said, man, I tell you what, if you teach me how to cut, I'll come up here and I'll cut. And I believe at the time he didn't take me serious.
Fact, he did me the same way, big dog.
Yeah.
He did me the same way. He showed me how to get the paperwork and everything.
Yeah.
He said, I'm gonna open the reach and bring it back.
Yeah.
I came back the next day.
When he told me, he's like, if I see you again, besides cutting your hair, I know it was real.
Facts.
So we went out, make a long story short, we left, went out, had a good time. On my way back, I was talking to my wife and I started thinking this is a great business opportunity for me because I always was taught you need multiple streams of income.
Yeah, for sure.
So I told you I think this is a great business opportunity for me to expand our business and to do other things and get, time I get a chance to get in this, learn this real good, open up our own shop and then set the Shopify and then we go ahead and do something else, right? So I came back, I seen him, he looked at me and smiled, he said, you ready? I said, yeah. He said, I'm gonna see if you're ready. He called Tim. Man, this dude ordered $700-800 worth of shit and he looked at me, he said, you gonna go and pay for it? I looked dead him in his eye without even flinching.
Yeah.
I'm
Cash out.
I cashed him out right there on the spot.
Yeah.
He looked at me then, he said, oh yeah, you ready.
Facts. Yeah.
And I've been standing next since to that dude, and I was standing there for, shoot, man, maybe 6 to 7 months before I even touched the head.
Yeah. It was pretty lengthy for me as well.
Right, you know, so it worked out in the long run. You know, I have another level of respect for barbers.
Facts.
That I didn't have before, and I'm not saying I never respected them, but I was, you know, just looking from the outside and actually being in the inside and working and doing what these barbers do is amazing and special, and that's why I want to give them a platform to be able to tell their stories, because I know what we go through as human beings. You know, we have clients come in, sometimes they don't be on time. Sometimes, you know, you planning for this and they'll cancel out. And really what they don't understand is that, like, we got families too.
Facts.
We got lives too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can't do your regular job like that.
Right.
So I would I have more understanding because it's been times that I did that before I became a barber. So now I really understand, and then I also would tip the barber because I know this dude been on his feet for hours at a time.
Yeah,
you know, hours, because this is what we do.
Yeah.
You know, even though we love to do it, wouldn't change nothing for it.
Facts.
But it's still a grueling process, you know, so.
All right, so I got another question.
Okay.
You know, we talk about this all the time, man. The trenches, bro.
Right.
So for everybody who actually want to learn how to cut hair, what do you recommend?
I recommend, it's the first thing I would recommend for someone to go to your local barbershop and watch.
Facts.
If you can go, this is when I know you really want it. You come into a barber shop and you, as an apprentice, and you watch day in, day out, and at the end of the week, you pay booth rent. And you come back the next week and you watch. And at the end of that week, you pay booth rent. Now you do this for months on end.
Yeah.
So now you're looking at yourself and you saying, shit, man, I'm $500 or $600 in the hole,
Right.
and I ain't touched nothing.
I ain't touched nothing.
Then you buy your equipment. Then you get a chance to touch one or two heads, and you gotta build from there.
Yeah.
Then once you build from there, we're gonna stop you and send you to school.
Oh yeah.
And you're in school, you're learning. You go through that whole process, it probably take you about a year and a half,
Facts.
and now you're building your clients. We're gonna see where you at.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if you love it now.
Yeah.
You know, that's in the trenches.
Right.
You ain't making money in a year and a half.
Yeah.
So, you know, that was one of my problems, you know, as far as with my old lady.
Yeah.
She like, you know, nigga, what you? I thought you was
Right.
going down there to
Yeah.
go ahead and
Yes,
handle your
sir.
business so we can
Yes,
open up
sir.
us a shop.
Yes, sir.
Yo, this is the process though, baby.
Yes,
This
sir.
is what you ain't seeing.
Yes, sir.
And this is what a lot of young guys that's gonna come in here that really don't understand. Like, it's a grueling process. You know what I'm saying? So,
For sure.
you know, but now I'm not saying this for everyone, because you know, some people catch on like that.
Right.
They come down in, a couple months later, you know, boom, boom, they know angles.
Yeah.
It's really about angles.
Yeah.
You know your angles. You get everything, boom, boom, boom. They touching and busting at the same time. You got, some people are special, you know, and it may take them, it's still gonna take them about 8 months, you know what I'm saying? You know, to really, you know,
Lock in.
Lock in.
For
Then,
real, for
then,
real.
then you gotta get to somebody that's gonna come back and sit in your chair.
Right. And you know, like I said, we talk about it all the time.
Mhm.
So I feel like me with the trenches being, you know, actually hands on with it.
Right.
Because you can, I don't care how many videos you watch.
Right.
I don't care who you standing up under, who the best. I don't care nothing about
You gotta touch that thing.
it. You gotta touch it. That's the only way you're gonna learn.
Mhm.
You can know the steps, you can repeat it. Hey, what I'm supposed to do here, you tell me, that's cool.
Right.
But until you actually put your hand on that clipper and touch that clipper to their head,
Right.
actually put that fade on them, that's what I feel like the trenches is, man. So
Right.
with people who I say that want to learn, man, you just gotta jump in. You gotta jump out the porch.
You do.
And we say it all the time. Hey, we can lead you to the water, jump in, either you sink or you don't swim.
Yep.
But you know, here at Exclusive Fire Guy, you tell us all the time, bro, all your boys, man, we want all y'all to be great. We want all y'all to swim. We gonna all take off. You know, I like that because we're real family oriented. Like,
Right, for sure.
it's real smooth, man. Everybody personalities is cool. So
For sure, bro.
yeah,
For sure,
man,
bro.
we definitely gonna take off.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yep.
In the year 2026, we got a lot of things coming for the Exclusive Fade Gang, and I'm gonna be proud of us, man. And I know we're gonna be great, cause you know one thing I like around me is a lot of people that they love their craft. So I always was taught, like, if you love something, it's not work.
Right.
You know, because, you know, if I love to come do this, it's nothing. I'm coming.
It's not even gonna feel like work.
It's not work. 'Cause I'm just, you know, I would do this for free. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't, I just love it like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I like to have people around me with the same attitude, because they're going to give it their best.
Yeah,
you know?
facts.
It's going to end up paying you before you even know it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a witness to that, bro. I'm a serious witness to that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but man, I'm glad we had to sit down and talk. You know,
As always, it's
as
good
always,
between us,
man.
brother.
Yeah, it's
For
been
sure.
it's been a pleasure to have this talk, man. And
Same.
we got a long 2026.
Yes, sir.
And
A
I'm
long,
grateful.
successful.
And a
2026.
successful 2026.
Bro, I can't wait to lock in with you. I already know
Yes,
what's up.
sir. Yes, sir. And we want y'all to stay around. we gonna keep giving you great content for sure.
Facts.
And y'all watch Exclusive Fade in 2026. We're gonna have different, I'm gonna try to mix it up where I can have different other people, not just barbers come through. And a lot of cats that I know sit down and tell their life story, how they made it out of the streets, you know, and to be successful in life. And a lot of times when you hear the word successful, it doesn't always resonate to someone being rich. Successful to me is being able to take care of my family.
Facts.
And,
Big facts.
And I know a lot of guys out here that's some of them that come from prison and they're able to take care of their family.
Yeah, man. Just our barber.
Yeah. Some are barbering, some are food trucks.
Yeah.
Some are washing cars. It's all walks of life, and they do all different type of things.
Yeah, man.
And I'm gonna get them, hopefully be able to get them to sit down in this chair, explain their story, how they came up, you know, where they went wrong at. Cause, you know, it's really, to me, I think it's more or less like we giving back, but it's in a different way, you know? We giving back, we telling our stories, you know, we inspiring people. We want to inspire the youth, you know, to let you know there's more things out there than stealing, killing, robbing, whatever you're doing, you know. Man, when you talk to some cats that have been through it, and we're here. And if we can keep you out the way and show you the right way, you know, hopefully, you know, things will work out. But anyway, thanks for y'all for watching in Exclusive Fade Gang. We coming at you again, and one thing, stay blessed.
One more thing right before we do.
Okay.
Hey, if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all go like, subscribe to the YouTube
Yes,
channel,
sir.
man.
Yes,
Exclusive
sir.
Fade Gang. Also, we got a page on Facebook as well, man. Y'all go like that, man. Y'all follow us, man. We got a lot of stuff coming y'all way, bro. Y'all just lock in and stay tuned for sure.
For sure. And we'll see you the next time.